right, let's see what we got here. I guess we on. Hey, what's going on, party people? You know what I'm saying? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure to have you guys here. I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, as a spiritual healer, what I do pretty much, I help you to become Christ like or Buddha like, Krishna like. And what that pretty much entails is just you attaining your highest level of consciousness. So when you see, let's just say, for lack of better terms, those spiritual gurus or leaders or I don't want to say celebrity, but stars or that kind of stuff, right? When you look at Jesus, you look at Buddha, how they are well known and recognized. That's what I'm trying to say, right? So when you see things like that, what that means is these people are recognized because of the level of consciousness that they have attained about themselves. That's why when you study them or when you're learning about them, what you'll see, you're gonna see their trial and tribulations, where the person that they became was not the same person that they were. Although it was prophesied that they would be great, they are the son of God, they're all that shit. But you see them going through trials and tribulations. And that also symbolizes you too. Like, I mean, being great doesn't mean, what I'm saying? In fact, and that's what I always tell people too. When you're talking about even this reality, the idea of perfection in terms of being flawless does not exist. Because anything or anyone who have gotten any better at anything at all, you got to that position through practice. So that's why failure for us, if even in tune with your reality, shouldn't even be you looking for and like you should like you see how people say I'm afraid of making mistakes? That should have been the last thing in your mind. That should not have existed. Not even the last thing. That shouldn't there's no part it shouldn't you shouldn't even have that thought. Well, that's what fiction is. I mean, you could if you wanna what I'm saying, jerk off. And not to say fiction is something is bad, but know if you know what I'm saying, just at least it's you should know it. What I'm saying? You know when you're watching a movie, right? I hope you do. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? So again, this all goes to say, and this all goes to say what the fuck spirituality is too, or the world that you're living in. If you don't want to call it spirituality, but the world that we're living in, pretty much, it's more than what it appears to be. But anyway, and that's what makes it more than it appears to be. Even if you want to talk about the supernatural shit that you're hearing, even the mythology or how certain things were created, even the universe in itself, how the fuck you here, I mean, if you're not even thinking on that level, or this is why we're talking about, I help you to become your highest level of consciousness. That's if you don't have this little bit of consciousness, shit, it's not for you though. And that's why too, we understand, this is for the livings. Oh, this is a very particular message. I'm just saying. Because it requires, and just like any other messages too, you gotta, vibe on certain levels, for you to get it. But anyway, going back to the whole Jesus thing, then you'll get to see their evolution, what they had to go through, regardless of how special they were. Now, if you want to get a little bit deeper, because not a lot of people don't truly understand the esoteric understanding of, and you'll see Jesus was not the only guy that was born without an actual father. If you learn about other mythology, it's repetitive in other like stories, and all that is representing, a female, the material world that you're living in, you had manifested your life. You became a physical body. And here's something else you guys need to understand about esoteric knowledge too. It's said intentionally for you to think outside of the box. That's why our ancestors had it this way. And I'm gonna be talking about words too and knowledge and all that shit today. I'm on one, baby. Welcome, bitch. Yo, you here for a treat. You're here for a treat. And we'll be talking about words. Listen, you here. Come on, man. You know what you're doing. Not you ever doubt yourself. You're doing good. And that's what that's telling you. And it's intentionally said, in a gross way, for you to think outside of the box. That's why we say a virgin giving birth. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Yeah, it's supposed to do that. Then for you to go deeper into it. Not to trash it because it doesn't make sense. Do you see what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because I also see that other side of what people are calling spirituality, right? So it's like they're debating word by word about, like, it's damn. Wow, you guys are tough, man. What are you guys doing out there? Hey, if that's what you're here to do, listen. Okay, okay. You know what I'm saying? We're just here to do realignments. We got to bring it up. Let's just bring the energy up a little bit. Some of us got to do that, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, man. And that's why you're here too. And that's what you're in for. You made the right decision, man. So I had to congratulate you on that, first of all. I can't sugarcoat it. So now, just so you understand what it means to attain your highest level of consciousness, is to be Christ-like. That's what that represents. And then, when you understand spirituality and mythology, in one of my recordings, and you might want to check it out if you are interested, is that I was talking about how spirituality is a practical matter. Do you see what I'm saying? Because we tend to look at spirituality almost like some sacred journey that somebody has, which it is in those sacred terms. You know what I'm saying? But let me niggerize that shit for you in some lamest terms. This is reflecting your fucking reality. That journey. What you need to keep on going, how to go about it. And this is how our ancestors gave us the blueprint. That's why those sacred texts were already written for you. And depending on what stage or level that you're going through, there's going to be something waiting for you already. There's something already waiting for you. You need to get there, and once you get there, listen, there's another door. Don't worry about it, but you're gonna go through it. Ask me, how do I know, man? How do I know so much? First of all, I had to learn, bitch. I learned. The fuck? I put the work in. Okay? I just wanted to establish that between us. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, obviously, if you're giving me your time, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm being fair with you, man. Shit, and if you don't believe me, listen to the words that I say. But anyway, that's what that represents. Essentially, as a spiritual healer, that's why I'm here. That's what I help you with. That's what I do. Now, how I do that now, I gotta help you to become in alignment with you. Because that's what the whole thing is. Now, the Tibetan monks, they said it in the best way. I like, for at least for me. I mean, it moves me. Like, when I hear certain things a certain way, I mean, and there's no other better way for me to say it, I gotta say it the way it's being said. So these motherfuckers, they talked about the mirror of wisdom. Oh, when I got to understand, oh, listen, I, and then I understood. That's what I'm doing. Or any spiritual masters, that's what they should be doing. Not projecting myself on anybody, but I just know what I know. And ultimately, that's what it comes down to. Because to relate to you, I gotta let you see you. But for me, that's when you have to understand. You gotta master yourself. That's why spirituality helps you to be the best version of you. So when you're not the best version of you, how does it do that? It helps you to master your fucking emotions. You're not projecting myself. I'm not saying because I believe in this, you gotta believe in that. What you believe in? Okay, well, shit. How's that working out for you? Now I could show you the mirror. Wait. Look over here. Hey, right here. Is that what you're saying? Now that's what I do. But not projecting myself on you. Not claiming that I know best. I mean, shit, I know the best of me. And I understand what me entails. Shit, I'm a whole lot. And no cap, nigga. I'm a whole motherfucking lot, man. Hey, those of you who are coming back, man. Yeah, come on, man. You already know. I mean, I already started though, but you didn't miss anything. Listen, I was talking about a whole bunch of shit. You still didn't miss nothing. You came at the right time, baby. You accepted your love, man. But anyway. So now, again, spirituality just help you to be better, bro. Because ultimately, this is what it comes down to. People don't know who they are, and then you don't know other people. How can you? You don't accept them. For me to know you, I had to know when I got to stop thinking it's me. All right, this nigga's not me. Okay, so what are you talking about? And to have active listening, all of that shit, well, it all comes from you knowing you. So that's why I tell people, man, like, here's another mythology. Like, if you don't praise yourself, you don't learn your whole game is you. Now, what we're saying to you is a lot of people are posting their vacation pictures now. It's around that time. I mean, which is great. But do you also take care of that other part of you though? And this is where a lot of them fell short. You saying you're doing this for you, you're enjoying it, which is good. We're not taking none of that away. Suck your own dick, spend your money, get your money, do all that shit. But now, are you feeding your mind as well? Now that's the question though. Because if you're not doing that, you know what I'm saying, that's what ignorance is. And you only see yourself from one perspective. So your love, I mean, you have a short, I mean, shit. Your love is little. You got little love for yourself. Your love is not complete. You half-ass motherfucker. You know, man, you're not completed, man. I mean, how do you? You know, that's why I see. That's why you can never compete with someone who's completed. Especially when you have complete. That means nothing. You're not even part of the conversation. In other words, your half means nothing. And that's what you'll see the Bible will tell you, having the whole world and not having yourself. It's like, it's even worse, man. Do you see how this is a practical matter? But now you don't have the wisdom to understand the words. And I'm going to be talking about the words too. You know, when I'm going to be talking about statues and symbols, because this is part two. I'm on you. Hey, you gotta see part one first. You don't have to do shit. You know what I'm saying? But I would recommend it because I kind of set a tone. But if you step in part two, I mean, you probably already. Listen, you know best. Again, the mirror. What are we talking about? Are you feeling treated already? How I'm doing? Rate me. Do your best. You know what I'm saying? Yo, take the best shot, baby. Try it this way. Mm-hmm. How about that? Oh, I never felt so sexy in my life. Nigga, I have never felt sexier in my whole fucking life. And I mean it on all fucking levels. I'm just letting you in on some shit, that's all. It's not, I wanted to vent for a second. Oh man. The growth is beautiful, man. Love you, man. Fuck the shit out of you, man. With Didi, nigga. That's no Didi on that one. Yes, Didi. All the way through, motherfucker. Love you. But don't do it half-ass. And don't do it halfway neither. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why when you don't do that on the other, like for you to thrive as a human being, again, showing you how much of a practical matter this shit is. That's why it's good sometimes to read a motherfucking book. Expand your mind, expand your consciousness, meditate. And I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I already got here. If you're able to put all of these things together, so what you're doing, you're building your own character. You're conditioning your mind. And I'm going to be talking about symbols too. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I felt like this was a sweet spot for you to understand it, for you to know what's to come. Oh, I'm on you. You know what I'm saying? Slow it down, man. I can't give it away like that, but you just know what you're in for. But anyway, so now you have to become balanced. Your emotions have an impact on how you think. If you got bit by a dog, the next time you see a dog, your reaction is going to be a little bit different. Whereas in the first place, you probably were just walking around, not giving it, paying it any mind. But now this time though, like, what? Is that a full legs? You may even see the shadow and like, whoa. Yeah, that part. And that's what happens to a lot of us. Is that not a practical matter? Is this some shit? You know what I'm saying? You sit around, wrap your ass around with some shit, and go like this. I mean, that's part of it too. But the essence, nah, nigga. You could grow to that because now you get to know yourself better, and that's what that represents too. That's why when we talk about spirit, that's why attaining becoming Christ-like, it's you attaining your highest level of consciousness. And that entails you knowing your physical aspect as well as your non-physical part. So now, as a human being, as I am, as you are, we could talk about our chakras, our third eye, our this and that, the other beings that we fucking encountered, and if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. I'm saying, shit. I love the word when people say they are the chosen one. I don't know what they mean by it though, but for me, I love it because being the chosen ones, I know what it means to me because I chose me. So the chosen one to me, my definition of that is me choosing me. And of course, as I choose me, I mean, it was impossible for me not to fuck with God, bro. Impossible. Because now we're talking about my divine qualities. And also not denying my physical aspect, but understanding, for you to be better, for you, for thrive, you need to, that's the whole thing when Jesus was saying, what the, I can't recall how the fuck he said it, but essentially, what this nigga was trying to say, like, you also need God in your life. Hell yeah. Hell motherfucking yeah. Just like you wash your teeth, you do all that shit, you also gotta do the same for your motherfucking mind. That's your business too. So if you understand what I just told you, it means you're supposed to be a fucking genius, nigga. And that's why people tell you you're already a star. Because you're already genius, you gotta put the work in, genius. Genius doesn't mean you don't work, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Nah. The whole you embracing yourself and putting that type of work in, your passion, your investment into, this is what genius comes with, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because this box have a lot in. How they're talking about Aladdin? You know what I'm saying? Your box got a lot in. What the fuck do you think you caressing that thing? This is your spirit, nigga. You the genius. You already got your wish before you even asked for it. That's what your mission is. When you know your mission, you know where you're going. Your gift's already there. Do you get it? Come on, man. How is this not a practical matter, nigga? Now you don't have the level of intelligence or consciousness to grasp it. You're ignorant. Why are you doing this to you? Well, wake up. That's why I'm here. That's what I do. That's why I hold this mirror for you to see you. I feel like we're gonna dance on this one, but I still gotta slow it down a second. I be too much sometimes. I just let you know I got it though. You know, man. How do you want it? You know, man. I always tell them that, man. Just be careful, man. You don't belong here, stranger. It's way out of your league, man. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm going, you cannot go, man. And I'm gonna go so far. I mean, you see, you'll be no longer be able to see none of it. This is how far it's gonna go. I mean, because when a star is just explode, man. You know, man? Listen, man, this is what this is. You know what I'm saying? I know I have a lot in. I have a lot in. And me. You are the genius, baby. Don't you ever forget it. All you gotta, you waking up to it. And that's what the truth is. That's what the way is. That's what the journey is. It's you waking up to you. That's why you already been saved. Now you need to know it for yourself. And you knowing for yourself, this is the this is the experience, man. This is you having to carry your own cross. This is all of that shit. Do your homework, man. Do what you gotta do. Handle yourself. You go out there and handle yourself, man. Be grown, man. I'm saying, grab them by the dick. Grab yourself by your own dick. You know, not other people by pussies or none of that. Make sure you grab your own self by your own dick. That's what makes you the man. That's how you become the man. Again, that's what I do. You attain your highest level of consciousness. Okay, so let's delve a little bit deeper, and we got a whole lot of other shit to talk about too. So we're delving. Let's get to the bottom of the pit. Let's listen. This is the occult too. This is that dark side. Oh, that's the side you gotta embrace, man. This is where I'm taking you. You know what I'm saying? And it goes by many different names too. I mean, you could look at it from different perspective too. You know, I mean, that's why you have to materialize your spirituality. Anyway, I mean okay, that might be okay. It was meant for whoever needed to hear it. I was a little too much on that one. But hey, that's what I do. I'm just too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I should change myself to the Mr. Too Much Man. Fuck you, man. You do. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking. This is, you know what I'm saying? The Too Much Man. You know what he does. Of course, it's gonna be something too much. I mean, everybody, you know why you're here. You're a part of me. You're as bad as I am, motherfucker. You're a bad motherfucker. Hey, it's nothing but love, man. I love you all, and that's what makes this a privilege for me, man. Me loving what I'm doing. Like, I eat from this. Do you understand what I'm saying? As I'm saying this to you, I don't know. Like, I'm also feeding me too. I mean, this is. I mean, no wonder why I'm too much. I can't help it. See what I'm saying? My reward, I already got it, nigga. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I'm good. You can go. Don't worry. I'm good, good. You see what I'm saying? And by the way, man, for you to be yourself, nobody could be around, baby. If there's anybody around you, you already know, man. You're not on stage. If you look at your crowds, I mean, you gotta look, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, man, it's just only you out there, baby. Believe it or not. Until you truly know that, you're never gonna give them a show like it's never been given before. You feel me? I'm not here to play. They said, my play's no play, nigga. I don't play even when I'm playing, I don't play. Honestly. I'm being honest. Man, listen, man. I'm so mean with this shit. They said, man. Like, oh, Loaded Lux have this shit. I don't even slack with my slacks on. Shout out this nigga, man. I get it. From one God, you know what I'm saying, from one man to another. Or, as he would say, from one fisherman to another. I see you, baby. Reflection. You know what I mean? I mean, again, and we're holding this mirror, right? So when you even think in those dimensions, can you think of a guy like me being a racist? Or can you even think or of anybody thinking from seeing life from that perspective to even be a racist? So that's why I tell people too, man, like your understanding was already built. You were ready for racism. You were open to it. You know what I'm saying? Because you were already looking at life from a separation perspective. And if you don't see yourself as the universe in the universe, as the universe is in you, I mean, that's how you know you don't have the full picture. You're looking at it small. And of course, you can't be big and small. I'm big and I'm small. When you embrace the universe, you see nature in you, you see nature in everywhere. Just like in nature, right? If you plant mango, you're not going to get tomatoes. Well, guess what happens in your actions? If you don't act, you're not conscious of what you're putting in your mouth. Well, you're going to be big, motherfucker. The niggas that are looking good, that's what they tell you, man. What's your diet? What's your mouth? Hey, you. You know why you big? You put anything in your mouth. Or sometimes you may not know what to put in or not, you know what I'm saying? And for the rest of you, you don't know what to put in your mouth versus what to put in your mouth. You know, that's where the education comes in. But again, that's why you are the one who stands in your way. In other words, let me say it even better for you. That's what makes you are the way. Whether you fucking yourself up or not, it all comes from you. Now you go ahead and fight with that. That includes your God. That includes your understanding. In fact, what you can only achieve the things that you see. That's how you work. So us true scientists, true spiritual masters, that's what we understood about life. we embrace the mystery of life as we understood how mysterious we are. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm being a little bit dramatic right now. Let me slow it down. I mean, that was, you know, hey. Hey. Nigga. I was just getting mine, baby. Never mind me. I told you, niggas, I'm good. I told you, that was the proof right there. Nigga, I'm good. Don't worry about me. Mm. 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 Anyway, so now, again, guys, I mean, and if you understand everything, because I'm trying to get you to see the other aspect of your reality. Again, it's not anything new that we're talking about here. It's just you. I mean, I'm helping you to turn the other cheek. When life hits you in this way, that's the cheek you need to turn. That other perspective. Not the bullshit you guys are talking about. No. And here's what makes it esoteric too. Because in us masters, we understand that. That's why we put it in another way. Anything you see that's gross, that's what we do. Like, I would tell you some shit like, yo, suck your own dick. Obviously, can you? I mean, physically, I mean, shit. I'm still working on that. And that's none of your business. You know why? Because I suck my own dick. It's not meant for you to take it literal. And that's when people, and this is where too, we understand what and how to say it. And who to say it to, and who's going to get it. And this is where us spiritual masters and other masters comes in and trying to give you the lecture. This is what it meant. Because when I heard it the first time, not sucking your own dick part. But if you want to go with that, and that's what the Bible does too. That's why Jesus was talking in parables. That's what that shit meant. And this is all of us doing that. And I also talked about the power of the words too. Check out that other channel, man. To give is to receive. That's why we put it that way. So the one who has the keys to open it will come and get it. Meaning, if I were to say to you, suck your own dick, and you are offended, how can a spiritual master, and you even talk about spirituality, oh my God, all that shit. Or I like him, but he says dick and shit. You know what I'm saying? All you niggas, right? If that's how you looking at it, you know what I'm saying? You don't have the key. You'll never open up that. Nah, you don't have the key. Go see the key master. But those who have the key, they would automatically just bypass. Like, they don't even hear dick. They're like, shit, I see the intelligence. They're like, shit, I get it. And that's true. Shit, let me start getting this nigga hard. And suck my own dick. Who would ever thought how much wisdom there are? I mean, that would come out of you sucking your own dick. Just a freak. Hey, right here, dog. Shit, I walk around holding on my dick. I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm Poseidon over here. Holding sucking on my dick, nigga. That's my trident. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Anyway. Lespri. Oh, did I even say? Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. At this point, you know what I'm saying, 40 minutes in. But again, no matter how I flip it around, it's all reflecting spirituality, reflecting your essence, reflecting who you are, and giving you a full picture of who you are. Not just a material perspective. In fact, to have a better understanding of the material perspective, you need to see it. That's why you have to understand your subconscious mind. That's why so many things that may not be as physically as you can see, but are very powerful and have a direct impact into your physicality. And these are the things, that's why we say you have to develop your inner vision so now you can see what's taking place on the outside. That's why until you see God, you don't even understand your own reality. And that is true. But anyway, I mean, I hope that in itself wasn't too much for you. If it is, hey, alright. But again, this is connecting the words to you. This is giving you the sight. This is making you understanding, like this is talking about you. This is you materializing your spirituality. Because that's the understanding you need, or the right mentality or perspective for you to start looking at it that way. Then you're going to take the proper action. But it's okay. Oh man, I'm dancing with you, baby. I got time today. Listen, how are you being treated already? Hey, if it's for you, listen, baby. Alright, I was in line. But if it's not, even I'm still not lying. I'm saying you gotta be of it. And that goes for everything too, man. Anything you feel passionate about, you know what I'm saying? It has to come in you. You got to be in it, of it, to be of anything. So that's why when you understand that, then you understand, this world is more than what it appears to be. And this is where, us spiritual motherfuckers comes in and trying to give you the game, the sights. Just like we have to see it for ourselves first. So now I know how to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Any questions, man? What's your question? I'm saying, what you got for me, man? What kind of questions you have for me? You know? Anyway. My babies. Anyway, yeah, I love that. Oh, that was a message. That was a message. I mean, it was a message, but I didn't get the message behind. I got the message behind the message. Oh, I was nigga. Mwah, 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 mwah. Anyway, Daddy loves you too. Um, so now, but for you to even be in a line, I mean, shit, because we talked about the urge, right? Okay, so we'll talk about the edge a little bit, the urge a little bit later. So, for you to become in alignment with yourself, right, it requires for you to master your emotions. And all mastery means, guys, you make it part of you. You know how it works. So I mean, I wanted you to have a good understanding of what mastering is. For instance, when I say you mastered, you brushing your teeth. At one point, you had to go up and down, look, okay, then you go this. So now you don't even think about it. You could talk to somebody as you're doing it. You have mastered it. You see what makes me a master of what I do? Oh, my nigga, old DB's coming through too. This style, shit, I mastered him. I see you, baby. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was giving me my shout outs, man. I gotta give it right back to him. You know what I'm saying? It almost like he came through to let me know. Now you see what I was talking about. King, come on now, stop playing. Stop playing. But he's pointing something else too. That's for me personal. That's my personal biz with, you know what I'm saying, we're homie. You know what I'm saying? That's a personal bone that I guess, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, King. Yes, sir. Yo, since part one, the amount of ancestors that showed up and the way they did, because they're always around. Oh man, that energy stayed with me for until shit, even now. Yo, I mean, there was something that took place that night, man. You hear me? It was such a beautiful event. But when that took place, the message I came through and the amount of download that was given to me. Oh my God, man! It was a fucking event. These niggas came down to celebrate with me, and they were celebrating something they didn't quite tell me. But you know what I'm saying? I got the message, bitches. All you motherfuckers. Oh, I'm putting cases on these niggas. All of my ancestors. They're all guilty. Even the one who haven't talked to me, the ones who's hiding behind the curtain, who's doing major shit, who making moves on my behalf, man. Listen, man, my whole team is strong, bro. Yo, King, listen. I got giants behind me, man. Come on, man. That shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm big and small. I'm big and small, baby. Baby. These niggas are coming through too, man. Like, and I respect it. Yo, and it's a fucking honor for me too, because I used to fuck with these niggas' music, and then when these niggas see the type of work that I'm doing, these niggas like, yo, B, yeah. You talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Let them know you're big and small, baby. Do you get it? Well, if you know, you know. Like, listen, I speak to the universe. I'm speaking on the behalf of a whole fucking universe. So if this is not for you, baby, don't worry about it. Right now, as you said, it's not for you. Somebody else who's supposed to is just digesting the whole thing, baby. It's being digested. While you worry about the food is being eaten, digested. Go get them. Whoever needed, listen, it was for you, and you alone. God damn it, y'all got me channeling as I'm fucking doing this shit. Ain't that a bitch? I guess that makes me one of a kind. These niggas got me on doing all type of shit over here. A backflip and all that shit. Come on, man. Oh, shit. I told them I'm going to give them something they never seen before. Come on, man. If we're going to dance, we're going to dance. I mean, if you're gonna get me out here, listen, man, it's gonna be that type of day. And that's why, man, give yourself for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to love yourself and to sacrifice yourself for the for the greater self, for the benefit of the greatest. Come on, man. Know better. First of all, but again, I mean, but you already did that too. You just need to dream bigger. You're not doing anything else. I mean, anything wrong. Just go a little, get extra. You know what I'm saying? Be too much. That's why being average have never worked and will never work. The minute you sacrifice yourself, and that is the ultimate sin. When you sin against God, against the Holy Spirit, that is the ultimate sin. And that's how you're going to live a sinful life. Then you'll be motivated by envy, jealousy, competition. Then lying gotta be all that shit. That this is the world, most of the world that you're living in. Superpower country, little country, whatever the fuck, underdeveloped country, developed countries, all that shit. Then you stuck in that reality of what you're going through. Now I'm not denying that there's none of that. But once you know there's bigger than that, oh man, you won't even look at that. And that's how you change your reality. That's how the divine, you change your life. That's how you're being born again. That's what it means. Then now you're no longer looking at this life from how he's looking at it before. I don't give a fuck, like, I don't know, superpower country. You think I give a fuck about that? Why? But there's greater things than that. If that's where you're stuck at, oh man, listen, just keep going. Seek for more. Dream bigger. Some of you motherfuckers are not even dreaming at all. He just dead. It's just a hard stop for you. Well, keep growing. And that's where I come, that's where I comes in. I come in now to help you to elevate. To see it better, from that better perspective. And that's what it means, and that's what the Kabbalion also was talking about. Understanding the nature of the universe. Because that's the nature of yourself. Also because there's an understanding to you that is more than just the physical part. That's how when you see that for you, you can see it in the universe. That's why it starts with you. And how you look at you, oh shit, do I need to tell you more? That's why your identification is very important. And this is where God comes in. That's why mythology plays a big part in your life. Believe it or not, what you guys are calling fiction, that's why fiction is more, non-fiction, it's more practical than you would ever thought. That's why God is a practical matter than you would ever thought. And that's kind of like the truth. That's the secret. If you don't talk about the true secret, well, nigga, that's the true secret. Even the secret didn't have that secret in it. It kind of had it in it. The secret had that secret in it. It did. I had to, realign myself real quick. Forgive me. As you can see, nothing to be forgiven, but at the same time, showing you your nature and showing you how better I get by the second, baby. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Yo, I talk like I walk, nigga. And that part also is for the great listeners too, man. I speak for you. God damn it. I haven't even started on the fucking conversation yet. And this is part two. I'm wilding. We're gonna make that shit 2 hours. I don't give a fuck. Let's let it ride. But I still recommend you see part one too, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, part one, I meant to say. You know, too, because, you know, that has a life on its own. And of course, because I'm extra, so part two is gonna just, it's gonna be more of that. Anyway, let me try to behave myself. So, shit, it doesn't hurt to try. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, I already know the answer, but hey, that's why it doesn't hurt to try. See, that's what the confidence does. That's why you know when you is important. So when you try it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, keep trying it again. If at first you don't succeed, those who knows, like those are not motivational shit. It's the truth. That's what you need to embrace. That's what you need to know. And once you know that now, you start walking your truth. Not necessarily in a sense some bullshit you said to yourself, but the truth. And that becomes your truth. And then you flowing. That's how you become the way. As you are the way. Does that make sense? Listen, it's on the house, baby. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? For those, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, I mean, forgive me. I'm speaking to the universe. There's a whole, I'm feeding a whole fucking, like, universe, man. And spirit are listening to me too. So you already know I gotta be extra. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, listen, man, I'm giving them something they've never seen before. Because we also speak to the universe and for the universe. And spirit are listening to this too, man. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are among us, the ones who are not among us, they're listening to my words. They letting me know that too. They telling me, yo, man, you speaking for us too, King. You see what I'm saying? Listen, man, yo, man, I'm tapping in. So that's what I'm saying, man. If you didn't catch this, don't worry about it. Somebody else caught it. Somebody else is like, yo, man, shut the fuck up, keep talking. Let me take a second in, nigga. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, finish up what you got in your mouth, man, before you say anything else, nigga. Saying, hey, chew your food, nigga. The fuck trying to rush me? Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Chew your own food first, man. Take it easy, baby. I'm the one feeding you, nigga. The fuck? You ever get it fucked up, nigga? Mm-hmm. How do you disrespect God, man? Don't do it. Don't you ever do that. I respect the figure, you know what I'm saying? You gotta respect the hand that feeds you, man. How do you disrespect that? Then you're not worthy. And that's what it means to sin against the Holy Spirit, man. You disrespected yourself. And that's what it also means when you love yourself, you can love somebody else. Because, and that's why self love is not selfish. It's contrary, man. You take on a whole different route with self love. Whereas with fucking selfish, then you stepping on anybody's toes, and all you care about is the external, the material benefit of shit. When you have self love, now I care about how you feel, bro. Did you get something to eat this morning, man? You good? I mean, so don't. Hey, just so you know, too, you can also fast too, baby. Even if you didn't have anything to eat, you can fast, nigga. You can make that shit look good, baby. Don't you ever let anybody tell you you can't do so. Come on, man. What do you think I'm doing over here, man? Yo, and that's why too, with the love that I received from the fucking ancestors, that's why I speak like them. And they allow me, and this is where a lot of my deep shadow work is being done through them. That's why you gotta fuck with your ancestors. The amount of love, their presence, it's just that they kick out so many shit out. It's like I'm deeping into the depth of my shadow self, man. And which is also my light. It's beautiful, bro. That's why you need God, bro. Because God is the bigger side of you. It's his fucking, if you don't want to call it a bigger size, I mean, in quality, it makes, it gives you quality, bro. God's give you quality. It makes you a quality man. A classic man. Or a classic bitch. That's why God makes you better. You behave better, you speak better, you have, you know what I'm saying, you care for other people. That's why when we talk about the what is it called? The, like, you know what I'm saying, the spirit, I can't recall the way I said that shit. You know what I'm saying? But the benefit of the spirit, man. When you operate from your divinity, that's what that means. More compassion, more peace, and joy. You're not looking to hurt somebody else, man. Projecting your pain on somebody else. What the fuck? Do you see what I'm saying? And again, your reality. That's what you're living. That's what you're experiencing. When you're not conscious, you don't see it from that perspective. Meaning you don't have a better understanding of your reality. Then you say, man, you can never trust nobody. I mean, shit, I understand what you're saying. But you got it all fucked up too. I mean, and that's your trap. Because you're right. And you're wrong at the same time, but you don't know that you're wrong. Okay, I hope I'm not fucking you up again. So let me say it a different way. And all of it stems from you looking at your reality from just one perspective. Then when you start looking at it from a spirit perspective, which is also a God perspective, and that's why I tell you guys, if you understand how you operate, you need to adopt a Godhead mentality, a quality type of mind. I hope that tells God, nigga. Be top notch. Be premium. To the pure, all is pure. Be beautiful, man. I mean, shit. If you're gonna be anything, you know what I'm saying? You wanna be ugly? Oh fuck, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Is that something we need to talk about? But if you don't know, you don't know. I get it. Ignorant. That's why it takes beauty for you to know beauty. That's why Oshun is represented by this bitch who's looking at the mirror. Because every bitches that I know, even when I first got to the state, I went to fucking Jersey, like I was in high school and shit. It was always the beautiful bitches that had their little mirror around, because they knew they were cute. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell this bitch nothing. So it takes beauty to keep up with your beauty. That's why your reality is you gotta be it before you become it. That's where you gotta achieve it, right? I mean, you gotta see it. The nigga that wouldn't do anything for money is because he does not think money's everything. The people that think money's everything, well, they would do anything for money. That's how it works. Now, don't get it fucked up about a nigga that knows what he gotta do to go where he needs to go. I don't want you to get that confused here. This is not the same thing. You know, and even if you had to do that too, then you understand there's a part of you too. You know, sometimes you have to open that part of you. Maybe it was a limitation, something that you needed to learn, but not necessarily because the money is what's moving you. In fact, it could be the love of your family or some things that you got to take care of, man. Like, that's why sometimes a nigga may get a second gig and then that may not be what he does. But, you know, that's when this nigga's here, man. Yo, I'm here for the money. But not truly for the money. I don't want you to get that fucked up. I understand that state of mind because I've been through that myself. And that's why some OG would try to tell you, your brother, you always got to have a job, man. Because you got to take care of yourself, King. You got to put a little bit of money in yourself too. I mean, in your pocket too. Listen, I'm speaking with you. Like, I understand all of it. And you got to look at it from all of those different perspectives too. And understand what they mean for what they are without you trying to make them something that they're not. That was message. Somebody needed to hear that. Because I kind of see that in, you know, what the so-called conscious community. That was message for somebody. All right, listen, man, I got a mouthful for you guys today. That was message. But anyway, let's summarize this real quick, because now we got to delve into what we really came here to talk about. And shit, I mean, all of it's really what we came here to talk about, to be honest. I mean, obviously, like, if you are inspired and you got to see things from different, that's the message. That's the underline of it all. Like, it's not the subject that I'm here to talk about. It's that awakening, that understanding of yours. That, oh, you got to see it. That, yeah, nigga. Yeah, it's that way. And you see, I'm talking to your soul now. Oh, I'm so good at what I do, man. You have no idea. I'm so hands-on with it. I'm the handyman. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, and I'm going to be talking about that too. You have to become the handyman around your house. Your house, which is your temple, which is yourself. And us spiritual masters, we understand that. That's why we use certain tools to condition ourselves. That's where meditation comes in. That's where your affirmation comes in. But you got to understand what you're doing first by knowing who you are. Because your meditation is not going to mean nothing, or you're not going to affirm your affirmation, nigga, until you know you're the one affirming it. That's how you become your affirmation. It's all about materializing this shit. This is the game. This is how you become the God walking amongst men. Oh, I'm giving out secrets to you motherfuckers, man. Ancient ones too. I'm unlocking doors for you. Believe it or not. Oh, you never hear it that way. Don't worry about it. Come on, man. Yo, if I like I told these niggas, if I'm a show, if you gonna put me on, listen, I'm gonna do my worst, man. All that. And that's also my best, depending on how you look at it. I'm gonna do my worst. Extra ain't got nothing on me, nigga. You can't tell me shit. And tell me everything at the same time. Until you become the one, that completed one. Yeah, that one. Or if you want to call it the chosen one, you choose yourself. Because God should trust me. When you think it's not selfish, it's self-love. Self-love and selfish are two different things, guys. Come on, man, sit. Let me talk to y'all. When you're selfish, you don't give a fuck about other people's feeling because you don't have self-love or that self-feeling. You don't see yourself that way. You see it from the external. Let me get this. These are mine. Let me get mine. But with self-love, it's different. It's like I love myself. Now it enables me to see a non-physical aspect of me. That's why now you're able to love other people. It's not just you feeding, yes. The one layer, let me give you both layers. The upper layer, that's when you understand your meditation, you know more about you loving yourself, you feeding yourself correctly too, you reading your books, you're doing all that. That's the one layer. That is good. Keep going. If you dare, let me take you on the next one, baby. You deserve it. Well deserved. Trust me. Trust me, you do. Shit, look at you. Fuck it. Don't look at me, nigga. Look at you. Do you see your evolution? Do you see how you're able to, how that now, the second step, how that helps you now to look at people differently? Now, it's one thing, you're doing this for you, you're benefiting, you're understanding the non-physical aspect of you, then now I got to do that part of you, which is great. Now, it also gives you the sight now to look at other people as being more than what they look like or what they appear like. That's what gives you the ability to love them better. Now, by you looking at the other side of them, how they feeling, such and such is hurt. Okay, I can't do that to them. Even if I wanted to hurt them, they already hurt. Like, how am I gonna hurt somebody who's already hurt? How do you kill somebody that's already dead? Then now you have what? Something called compassion for them. Now niggas don't hear me though. Practical matter. To summarize this shit, that's what spirituality is, my friend. That's what spirituality is all about. Ultimately, that's what this is all about. So now when you see a nigga, let's just say a Buddhist, now who choose to act a certain way, now this nigga is so in tune or so far into himself and how he sees this reality, now have chosen, that's why I always tell you guys, don't get it fucked up with what I'm saying, in terms of, not to say that what they're saying, what they're doing is not spirituality. What they're doing is more of an advanced spirituality because now they already know who they are. Now that's why these niggas like, these niggas is like, and they understand too. Oh my God, especially the Tibetan monks. These niggas are so fucking bad, bro. Because these niggas came through the other day. These niggas are so fucking bad in the temple that they created. In that temple, when they all sit and meditate. Can you imagine the frequency that temple is already in? These niggas really got together to summon God, nigga. So it's those different temples that got together to raise a certain vibration. And ain't no, orgies and shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no orgies, nigga. You vibing low. If you gotta do orgies or sexual energy to vibe, you vibing low. I'm one of these niggas. That's why you can't come against me, nigga. You think your fucking sexual magic is gonna do something to me? I'm trying to see. I'm killing you. I'm killing you softly. I want you to look at me like Denzel in that Equalizer movie. I want you to picture that. I'm taking you every step of the way until you close your eyes. And for you, that's why I'm holding the mirror of conscience or conscience for you. Since you don't have emotions, let me break the ice for you. I'm breaking the ice for you. Since you so frozen, huh? When your heart's not open. That song is for you. You only see what you wanted to see. Check out, y'all. She was on that time. She got it. That was Message. You were frozen. It's okay. I'm melting you all the way down. And that entails exposing you to the world. And that's why if you go see even the psychic readings that you're reading, you'll see your stories is out there. I'm the one doing that to you. I want you to look at me as the equalizer, as Denzel in that train. I'm taking you every step of the way. I'm holding, don't worry, this is your eulogy. I'm the priest doing your eulogy. As it is above, so it is below. That's what you're getting below, though. Above is everything I just told you. Do you know where you at, stranger? You in the wrong neighborhood, bro. Cuz. Hey, cuz. You in the wrong neighborhood, man. Let me hold on to my Spanish niggas, man. You in the wrong neighborhood, partner. They told you not to step in it. Okay? Hey, you did it to yourself. Guys, you know what I'm saying, puto? And puta? You know what I'm saying? All of you. That's, hey, but anyway, you know, I had to, that was their amen on that one. I'm saying, I want you to look at it as your eyes are shutting. But it's okay. In that movie, The Equalizer, Denzel always gave you, he was your karma. He always give you a chance. I'm going to give you the money. I wish you would have taken the money, my friend, but you wanted more. I wish you would have taken, whatever they use you for, and go about your life. You wanted more. I even told you, you sure that's what you want? Because that's what it's looking like. You wanted more. Okay. It is done as you ask. As every single part of it as you ask. Who are you even to want to stop somebody from paying their bills? Do you not have any bills that you got to pay yourself? Do you not have anybody you have to take care of yourself? Now, for you to feel like you can do that to somebody else, what gives you that right? From where? In what world? In what reality? You see, this is for the people who thinks they could do to people anything they want. See, it's clearly you don't know who you are, obviously. You don't even understand your reality. Because it's always the nigga that I understand, that's why they say, when we understand pain. Not in the sense of, but understanding, again, self-love. I know how you feel, man. I've been there myself. Yo, bro, that's why you have people now who's giving you jewels. That's why for them, I'm killing them softly. Whoever, listen, man, you always gonna get the sermon, man. Now, depending on your choice, you can either see it from the lens of the wisdom, from the lens of the mirror of the wisdom, or you're gonna see it from the lens of your conscience or your conscience. And that's what makes me the judge, baby. And that's why my judgment's always going to be fair, because you did it to you. Meaning, however you look at what I'm saying to you, it's going to be a reflection of you. If there's anything I say, you look at it from however you choose to look at it, because I'm showing you how you operate, then obviously you're telling on you. Let's just see what else you got to say about you. Me? That's what makes me good at what I do. I listen. I'm as loud as I am when I'm loud and when I'm quiet, nigga. That's why I tell you, you tell me what side of me you want. I bet you won't miss any of it. I promise you that. Oh, you know it. You're not missing any side of me, baby. You're getting both sides. You're getting all of me. When you ask for me, come on, man. You're going to get all of me. Be careful what you ask for, man. And again, I speak to the universe. And it's manifested in all aspects. And that's how I become one, because I am the one. Like they're all synchronized, nigga. I'm the heart. Listen. I'm telling too much of myself. Is that what they were asking for? You were asking for me? Shit. Let me close the door on you, man. Fuck out. Yo, wasting my fucking time, bitch. Literally. spiritually, however to lead, whatever lead that exists. Anyway, man, let me go on with your eulogy. Hey, this is your eulogy, baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you understand when I speak. Yeah. Hey, somebody gotta tell your story. Somebody, hey, I'm here to tell your story. Well, I mean, that's the path they chose. That's what they did. That's how they lived their lives, and that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? Story time over. Let God sort them out. we gotta let God take care of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what they did. Why you know what I'm saying? And that's okay. And you go to work, you are a mother, and now you're putting magic on other. Wow. Okay. you think there's a way? Nah, man. There's no way out, man. I'm taking you every step of the way. Don't worry about it. I'm helping you. You see, I'm still helping you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna shut your eyes. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be okay. Okay. Hey, that's what you did. Don't worry. It's everything that's how it's supposed to go, because that's what you did. Oh, I know you can't take it. I know. Can you imagine that's what you did? That's why you can't take it. You can't believe it's you. Well, it's not me. If it ain't you, I know it ain't me. It ain't going nowhere, man. And that's the spirit that embodies you. Nah, there's no way out. You're going to shut your eyes closely. Don't worry. Just when you think it's being worse, you haven't seen worse yet. Oh my God. I know it's tough. It was you. But you didn't think it was you, huh? It's not me. I know you wish you never met me, but shit, how is it me, nigga? How is it me? Because I didn't do that to you. Okay, what pain did I inflict on you, man? You know what I mean? I told you, yo, I'm walking my path, man. You said, no, I can't walk my path. It's got to be your path. My path is not your path, man. My path is powerful, man. You know what I'm saying? I walk a certain way, man. You can't stop it, baby. You only hurt you. That's what all you did. You never understood what you did. Now you're seeing it. You probably don't even see it the way I see it. I mean, you're feeling it, though. It's not going nowhere. I mean, for you, I am bad news, baby. You haven't seen anything yet, bro. Whoa. You see, just when I gave you the message when I told you, you haven't seen nothing yet, bro. Whew. That's what they did. Like for me, this is what that is. They did what? Oh my God. That's what they did? They did all that? For what? Oh, envy and jealousy. Oh my God. Those, the sins, the deadly, they talk to you. Here, this is what, hear this out, guys. The deadly sins. The spirit, they tell you when you work, when you live your life by the flesh, you got to understand what it means. Meaning, you do not acknowledge any divine quality in you. When you disrespect yourself, you don't choose you. What do you have for other people? Envy and jealousy. When you see your gifts, you don't have time to hate on somebody, man. You think Mayweather's looking at Michael Jordan, look at this motherfucker. You living your life. It doesn't have to be in the same shit. Nigga, yours is yours. In fact, niggas who find them, they always be like, yeah, nigga, what you did ain't nothing, nigga. Let me show you what I do, nigga. We don't say, nigga, you ain't shit, I'm gonna kill you, or I'm gonna sound like you. No. We tell you, nigga, okay, you got, I see. Now, that was beautiful, Nigga, let me show you what I do. Okay, nigga, that's what you do. Well, nigga, that's what I do. Well, nigga, that's what we do. At the end of the day, okay, what you do got you, okay, I see you play game recognized game. That's why, although we may be in different fields, we understand what hard work is. That's why respect, we have it for him. That's why a hard man, a hard working man, recognize and respect another one. Never hate on another one. You ask yourself why? Did you ever ask yourself, this is all spiritual? This is all mental. This is because of the experience that they have to, which is also connected to the self-love that gives you now the sight to understand, to look at yourself beyond what you look like. Now, one level, you have the self-love for you now to start feeding yourself, but then the others, the next step is for you to go beyond what you see. Now, meaning, if I, Lespri, have to take care of myself in terms of washing my ass, feeding myself, and then in addition to that, also reading books, meditating, doing all of that, ultimately that tells me, you know what? As a complete being, as a complete man, that's how I transcend what you call this reality. Now, I no longer look at myself just from one or neither perspective. That's how you transcend. That's why now, this earth, although it is earth, although it is matter, that matter doesn't matter no more. But you get there, that's how you get to sit on your throne. That's Riddick sitting on top of his throne. That's what makes you the king of your castle. Are you not entertained, nigga? Are you not entertained? This is for the livings. If you're not living that, I don't know what you're talking about. This is not about who's smart, who's not. This is a practical matter, nigga. Until you not only understand that and start living that, no wonder why you don't know what God is. You'll never know who God is. Because God is not part of your life. You're not of Him. And this is your story, dog, as you sit on your throne. This is those of us now who had done the work who has sat on our throne, and then we salute other kings. Now this is the kingdom of God, nigga. This is where, when I got there, the ancestors were saying, they go like this: "We've been waiting on you, King. Come on, man. We even threw you a couple bones, man. We saw that." They told you I'm nigga. I was with you all this time, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And they're not saying this to belittle me neither. They just letting me know listen, it's that love. The minute you choose to love yourself, nigga, you have no idea. You have no motherfucking dia, nigga. That's how beautiful the shit is. What you will encounter, like, you know what I'm saying, the people in other places you will meet. And I'll let you know, hey, listen, man, I was, okay. Okay, I know. and nigga, how do you not have your statues? Oh, we're gonna be talking all about that. That's a nice segue for me to get into that. How you gonna talk about your statues, man? See, a lot of people, man. Let's get into part 2, niggas. Shit, it couldn't be no better transition. This is when Lespri is telling me to, hey, go in, man. It's your time, baby. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? They gave me the green light. Like, yo, go get him. I got y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? So this is part 2 of part 1. In part 1, I told you, and I recommend you in part 2 to watch part 1, because what I was referring to, let's do that realignment real quick so you know what you're in for. So we were talking about the historical Jesus. We were talking about the urge that you had. Then I talked about the Buddhists too. Salute. And there was a reason why I talked about them, because I was talking about the lotus. The lotus, the reason why they choose the lotus as a spiritual enfoldment. And these motherfuckers are bad niggas. Fuck with the fucking Buddhists, bro. Study them. Anyway, if you have a question, let me know. And see, the thing is, again, that's why you need to awaken. Start looking at yourself from that, your self-consciousness. Because once you get it, every mystery is they're all talking about the same thing. Now, they approach it differently, but it's almost like, to me, that's why you need to collect those stones. They give you a stone. Something special. There's something the Buddhists say that is special. The way, like, that's why I love them for who they are. I love the Masonic for who they are. I love all of them. I collected all the stones. You gotta collect your stone, nigga. Oh, I'm dropping gems. As I have, listen, I collected these. Listen, I collected my stones. Now I'm dropping gems. Because each one of you give you something. Like when in Hinduism they talk about the devotional one. Come on now. If you know the story of fucking Buddha, Buddha was a devoted one. If you know the story of Jesus, Jesus was what? A devoted one. Meaning God was everything to them. They gave their life to God from the beginning. I want you to get this. Their talk is different. Collect that gem. Collect your stone, nigga. Collect that stone. Infinity stones. This is the real infinity stones, nigga. Build your universe. Who the fuck you gonna send against me, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Who? Tell me who. Is there a spirit of death that you sent to me? Who is that? What's his name? So, listen, when they come talk to me, sir, this is what they did. It wasn't me. I want you to know, this is what they did. That's what they come tell me, nigga. I'm like, that's what they did? Oh. So what are you gonna do? Sir, I just want to let you know. I'm gonna return it back to them. I just want to let you know. See, I want you to look at me every step of the way. Okay. No worries, sir. We'll take care of it. Again, I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm like, hey, take care of that nigga, man. That's my dog. You gonna send to me, man? I want to know who. I'm well connected. They thought I was just walking around by myself, baby. That's why in Haiti we have this saying. Oh, I love it, man. Because we have a lot of dogs, that are pretty much on the streets. It's not like, in the States where, you got to walk around with your dog. Niggas would have their dogs come in at night, but during the day, the dog went to work like these niggas went to work. I love my niggas. I'm not about mouthing them at all, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That was my reality at a long time. That's why you could be walking down the street and then a dog might bite you. And then now you gotta look for whoever's the owner of that dog, and then like, yo, man, your dog bite me. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? That's when now this nigga will pay you, give you medical shit, or take care of you, though. You know what I'm saying? So I was one of those dogs. Listen, I was now one of those dogs minding my business. I was on the streets chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like my people, they went out, you know what I'm saying, to work. I went out to work. So I'm not about mouthing these niggas at all. Yo, listen, man. Yo, let me get you on some Haitian shit for a second. So I went, my folks went out to business. I went out on business too. So what they did is they saw me by myself. They must have said, what a beautiful dog. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? They said, I'm going to fuck this dog up. They start throwing rock at me. I was just walking. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't bark at you niggas. I didn't bark at any of these niggas. Oh, they threw stone at me. Oh, they did the worst. I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, hell no. They were trying to get me to be like, I'm like, okay. Then now, I had to bark now. Well, you know what I'm saying? And then now, I gotta let you know, my owners love me very much. When you see how pampered I was, you see how good I was looking, you thought like it was soft? Nah, I was being pampered. There's nothing soft about me, nigga. Not even when I'm being soft. Let me say that for you again. Even when I'm being soft, I'm not soft. That's how unsoft I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm so not soft. I come off so soft. It was hard for yo. Omarion, this nigga said some shit. This nigga said, "Let me put you on a little nugget." That's how he started. Hey, I didn't say the shit. I'm just telling you what he said. Go ask him. He said, "Let me put you on a little nugget." Because what that nigga did for you, You know what a nugget is? It's chicken. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. But let me tell you what it did. He cut it a certain way. It was deep fried, like it was specially made for you. let me put you on some nugget. So he's giving you a little bit of insight on how things taking place on what you think is soft. You see, he told you, man, leave those people alone, man. These people are not by themselves, man. Yo, I mean, I kind of didn't like what he did, though. I loved it. I loved it. I didn't like it. I want you to understand that clearly. I didn't like what he said, but I loved what he said. I love being the underdog. I mean, after a while, then you realize, and just so you guys know, I'm currently working on, I'm working on something for you guys. I'm putting this book together for you guys. So you haven't seen me. I mean, I like to let these niggas know, like, I've been partying, nigga, writing my shit, and of course I'm here. I'm gonna speak a little bit more because I feel like I'm getting enough now. Where to? Okay, you're gonna see me a little bit more. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When you don't see me, you better worry. But unfortunately for you, again, I'm taking you every step of the way. Don't worry about it. Everything's been taken care of for you. That's why I said you. That's why I told you not to worry about it. If it's hey, don't worry. Hey, it's already paid. You already paved your path. Don't worry about it. It's already done. As it is above, so it is below. It's already done. I mean, if there's oh, damn. Message. They told me it's the quiet before the storm. Okay. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know how quiet it is for you. But there's a storm coming. Hey, message. Listen, I don't know why they're doing this to me, man. I tell God, listen, man, let me just do God's work, and then they also got me doing everything. They got me doing I'm that shit. They got me doing everything today. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving news to some people that needs to hear the news, and as I'm doing this, so please bear with me. I know if you're here for the wisdom is here. The wisdom is everywhere, and this is the wisdom too. So it's all wisdom, baby. Like, hey, listen, pay attention. Pay attention. Turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek. There's a storm coming. You will not be able to stop it, baby. Now you thought you didn't stop it. It got stronger. It got stronger. There's a storm coming. And I'm done with that part. The message, I did what I had to say on that part. Now, going back to summarizing the whole spirituality shit again, this is all you. Even in your life, then you have astrological signs, all of that shit. Again, it's touching into other aspect of you. It's not saying you're not physical. It's not saying none of that. It's just adding. This is a type of knowledge now. Once you attend that, when you get to see it that way, Earth, like death, doesn't matter anymore. And then you also understand this is. Then you'll be transitioning. Do you see how you become victorious already? This is how you actively, practically, manually have activated your godhood. You became a divine person, the saint. You know what I'm saying? The guy with the hallow, now you become that. You're living that. You're a man of God when other people see it. Peace unto you, my brother. We say that to each other. As you become that and I become that, it is a pleasure seeing you. It's always good to see you, King. We genuinely say that. We say namaste, the God in me, acknowledge the God in you, and that put a smile on my face, man. That's why I tell them whenever any one of my brothers, they talking about God, I'm always here. And if I'm not there, I'm not too far behind, baby. Trust and believe. I love anybody else who talk about what I talk and speak the truth. I cherish them. As I'm doing this myself. Because what they do, do it for me, and what I do it for me too. That's why a man of God is a man of God. We understand wisdom is wisdom, regardless of where it comes from. I want you to live this. The truth is the truth. Either like if it's a 5-year-old, it came out of a 5-year-old truth. I mean, mouth. I mean, I know they may not know a lot, but goddamn, what they said was that. I know what they may sound like. That's why the truth is always represented by a kid who's innocent. That's the scale. It's balance. It's innocent. I'm not here to hurt you. This is what it is. Now that's what happens when you choose to speak that to other people who's not ready to hear it. Now they project themselves to you. Now they call you bad. But it's really themselves who's not ready to embody who they are. That's also a segment. I want you to understand this because I'm going to be talking about symbols and statue. When people sometimes, you never seen people, have you ever seen a statue that you were afraid of? That shit is made out of clay, nigga. What are you afraid of? You talking about Baphomet, this is the devil? It's just clay, bro. What are you truly afraid of? See, now you're telling me the statue is more than the statue. Which is true. Which is true. And this is why us spiritual niggas, we use statues. But we don't use it to worship like somebody that is outside of God. That's when I know you don't understand. You see the power in it. You're frightened. You call it evil. Whereas in reality, the person who's truly worshiping idol is you. Because your God is money. You even look at yourself as a limited, being. And then now you're using spirituality as a way to escape your reality. You're not making this better. You're going to get something better after you die. I don't even know why you're here. Why you here Why are you here, dog? May I ask? Why are you here? The limited perspective because we don't understand. And it's funny, and I wanted to bring this up because I was talking to a friend of mine, and that was another reason why I was inspired to even talk about this to begin with. Because he didn't understand the whole symbol statue aspect of certain things. Now, because, of course, ironically, the reason why he didn't understand it is the very reason why he thought logic was more logical than these things. So, okay, I got a little bit ahead of myself here, right? So as I was talking to him, right, I told him how, a statue represent, let's just say, when you have the cross, right? So the cross, you see victory, you see all of that. You see Jesus, you see resurrection, you see progress, you see victory, you see, faith, you see there's so many things that it comes with just by this little piece of fucking wood, right? Or just that symbol enough. So I'm trying to tell them how powerful that shit is. And it's like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but what you said is subjective. I'm like, I love it. Because what he was telling me is, let me put you on. Because, he's what you would consider this intellectual guy. Like your Neil deGrasse type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Those type of guys who's giving you everything is a logical explanation about the universe. And when you get to hear that and you get to see these niggas sound good, they articulating. And just so you know, in our science, that's what we call material science. Because they're not experiencing like the spiritual or the energetic aspect of it. So they're speaking from a one-sided perspective, and this sound good. So he's saying, okay, I understand what you're saying. He also said, okay, so because I don't have to say much about Jesus, right? And then when you see the crust, all of these things, you already get it. So it travels faster. And I also talk about the power of words too. And that's what, lyrics does too. But anyway, that's a whole other conversation. But now we're talking about the statue shit. Then he was saying, yeah, but if someone don't see it that way, let's just say if you are, although, let's just say if you follow Muhammad, you may not agree with it, but you automatically have a better understanding of why these niggas do that and what that means to them. But you grasp it so fast too. So everybody's getting the work, to me. But anyway, so this is what he was saying. Although that was the case, and I didn't even talk about it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay, let's dance, nigga. Now, if you're watching this somehow, brother, just so know, this is not me coming at you. It's none of that. But God told me to put it out. Take it easy, nigga. So now, check this out, right? So now, with all of that being said, so it's subjective. If you Muhammad, you don't know much or you don't grasp it, although you would understand quickly why they think it that way, and this is what and you would also know too. This is what the cross means to them. So you even grasp it even faster. Whatever the fuck. But that's cool. That's not what but he was just trying to tell me it's subjective. Meaning, if that's why you see it, then it may happen to you quicker that way. Do you understand what I'm just saying? Like, let's just say if I'm Christian, that's the reason why this manifests for me quicker. And that's why I get this faster. That's why, that symbol is powerful to me. Pretty much. That's what it was saying. Because we're talking about how powerful, and one of the power of fucking that symbol is that you automatically feel that way. So he was trying to take that, how me saying how powerful it is, by letting me know that it is subjective. Understand what I'm saying? Because I know what the fuck it is. I'm like, nigga, come on now. I'm like, nigga, do you know where you are, stranger? Hey, stranger, do you know where you were, stranger? I'm like, fine. Well, guess what? Words and ideas, because logic plays a big part in what he was telling me, which is true, and to a certain level, I mean, what he did say kind of makes sense, which is, I'm like, dope, like, nigga, congratulations. I mean, it was worth me responding to that. Let's just say that. It was worth my response. Because certain things, niggas, you know how we get a stupid question. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And you were like, damn, okay, I like that. So I'm saying that to say the same measure that he uses to measure up what he was saying was, okay, I'm like, okay, let's reflect to it. Logic ideas, understanding is also subjective. That's what you call life, isn't it not? So the people who understand what they understand, that's why they tell you to change your perspective, to change your life. What are we doing? So your perspective may not be the best, but the minute you change it, that's why people who the rich dad, poor dad, the whole idea of rich dad, poor dad idea, that's what makes it a successful book too. The storytelling in it, it's like a twin brother. But in this time, he didn't call it like a twin brother. What he said was, you have a successful father, great storyteller too. Come on, we gotta give it up to this motherfucker. That's why he was nationally known too. That's the type of shit that our ancestors mastered. That's why, when you learn anything about Egypt, that's why we are the world. Egypt gave you the blueprint. You have to get the wisdom from there. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why we you know what I'm saying? We bow down. We respect the people we need to respect. That's why Anubis, motherfucking Tahuti, all these people, come on now, stop playing. They are the crème de la crème. Do you understand? Come on, man, you asked for this. You just didn't know. Oh man, le crème de la crème. Do you understand? That's all it takes. That's how everything operates. You need to get there, well, you gotta know how to get there, although you never got there. You gotta have an address, baby. Do you know where you're going? Obviously, you have not been there. How do you know it? But you gotta have a GPS. You gotta know what you don't know. And that's the thing. How do you know what you don't know? And this is the oneness. This is also you embracing your ignorance too. When you know, you gotta embrace what you don't know. Oh my God. This is the reality you're living in. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to explore. Well, I apologize if you're hurt. Your only reality is people killing people. I get it. It is sad too, though. I don't want you to feel like I'm like, yo, I sympathize with that shit. It's not right. I know it's not. How could they? But they also don't know any better too. And then that's when you also get to realize they're the one created that reality too. That's why if you want to change the world or you want to be a better man, you got to be the change you want. The change you want, you got to be it. How do you want the world not to abuse people and you abusing people? That's why it never worked. That's why you sound good. That's why you are deceiving. If you know anything about, like the deadly sins, it's envious. And just so you guys know, I was raised in a family that taught me. They were not mine, but this is just to show you, this is your path. Jesus, all the fucking trials, the 40 days and 40 nights, it was for you to awaken. It was sharpening you up. It was conditioning you. It was to get you to wake up. Why? Because you already got the urge. The lotus is you. You are the lotus. Because for the lotus to grow, just like any plant that comes from the bottom, it's got to have that spark. What that spark was you not knowing, let's just say, the path that for me, I just wanted to learn about God. I was curious, man. Who the fuck is this Jesus said shit? Why the fuck is Jesus whatever the fuck? And just like anything else, 40 days and 40 nights, yes, I went through, was he real? Jesus was not real. how the historical aspect, again, we're talking about the historical aspect, do nothing for you. The people who are claims or who are attached to the physical aspect of Jesus, they're the ones who don't understand Jesus the most. Or Jesus is not working out for them. If they think they have the brighter understanding, but yet in their personal life it's not working for you, like, what are you even doing? Because actors who are acting, they emulate a fucking spirit or the actor, whatever a personality that they're acting, they act like it. So if you don't have the spirit of you, if that's too strong for you, let's just say the spirit of God. Well, the spirit of God would help you to do what? To elevate your own spirit, to act better. So just like when Jamie Foxx became Ray, he had to think, shit, fart, think. Yo, what do you think Ray would have done at this moment, dog? Let me play that shit. And the minute that nigga, and as you can see, the best act, nigga, he tapped in. Well, if you're a man of God, are you acting like God? What spirit are you animated by? Is it the Holy Spirit? Well, if it is, how are you so envious of somebody else, nigga? That sounds more like somebody who don't know even what Jesus is. And those are your people who go to church, bro. They talk about it all day, all night, but they're not living it. You know it like I know it. But now what you fail to realize, you arguing with them to let them know what they're saying is wrong. What you don't understand is it has to be practical. If it's not practical, even whatever the fuck you believe in, you're no different than them if it's not practical. If what you're saying they're not doing that, okay, so then what are you doing? How practical is it to you? Then you just like them, you just damn trash. Like, what the fuck, man? Yo, there's a whole bunch of shit going on out there, man. Hey, keep yourself clean, baby. Be careful out there. Be careful. Be careful. Be very careful. That's the bullshit you're encountering. Oh, you have the red table? Jada Pinkett, really, nigga? Yeah, bitch. Really? God damn. Now that's the shit I hate. I hate that kind of shit. Respectfully. Come on, man. You're giving me names, bitch. You're making me look bad, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Not that you can, because you don't even speak like me. But it's just the whole purpose of what I'm trying to say. The true authenticity of what you needed yourself. You not only cheated yourself, and then you're cheating other people. That's what I'm saying here. I don't mind you cheating yourself. I mean, shit, well, that's what they do. And that's what goes to show you anybody who's cheating themselves will cheat you. And that's the foundation of selfishness, not self-love. And that separation too, then now you already set up for racism. You see, regardless of how nigga I say, I got white friends that I respect, that like really, like I see as people. You know what I'm saying? And they know I'm on my nigga shit too. Like, you already know, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But real recognize real if that's what they are. I'm saying that to say, shit, you better grab your nigga, nigga. In fact, you grabbing your nigga would make you a better friend. Or you even have better understanding of stupid motherfuckers. Only then, because what's like, just like I was telling people, right? When they tell when I tell people I don't argue with fools, this is not just a statement. Nah, nigga, this is something I live. It's like, why do I speak calculus? How do I compete with a kid? And this is how I was raised. I was raised with people who illegally adopted me because they were already stupid. And then now I got this woman who was competing with me as a kid. I still lose, not because whenever you fulfit yourself, you took yourself out. That's your lost already. Now it's going to manifest into your life. That's why you already made the decision. What you're going through now is a manifestation of that. So the better you think you are able to lie to other people, you were making your shit worse. That's what you didn't know. And obviously that's how it got way out of hand. You thought you was getting away. You were making it worse for you. I want you to look at me every step of the way. This is your eulogy. It's almost like, because the type of knowledge that I'm giving you, I mean, it can't take you out of what you are. It's just showing you how fucked up you are and how fucked up it's gonna get more and more fucked up for you. Hey, I walk both sides, baby. I hold the wisdom, the mirror of wisdom, and the mirror of conscience. And that's why the spirituality that I even talk about is ma'at based. It's the scale. It's balance. It's harmony. It's the yin and the yin. Oh, that's not what I have on. And you know what? I looked at it and I wore this one. It's those energy I have around me. But most importantly, not that. I'm living that. And I'm showing you why I have it around me. This is a practical matter. I use those symbols, or should be used, for you to condition your mind. It was never about you praying anything. That's what my friend did not understand. So now I had to let him know, now you talking about words and logic, because that's what you're using to convince me, which was pretty good. And he did make a good point. Only little did he know, what he thought was the smartest thing that came out of his mouth was also his downplay. I mean, his fall. He's fallen. Whereas my falling, it was just like Wyclef said, and I really love that shit. And all of this is conditioning my mind. When he said the closest thing I came to fall was Alicia Keys. She had a beautiful song, Falling, which is so incredible. How she was falling. You a bad bitch, sister. Love you too. Love you, nigga. Ah, and you a baddie too. You deal with Haitian niggas? You married, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. But anyway. Again, depending on how you're looking at the song, how I condition my mind, Bruce, why do we fall? You fall so you can raise. This is your reality. The affirmation you'd be saying, that is that, to condition your mind, to make you more of a man of God, and to be devoted to that. You gotta sharpen up your own tool, baby. Everything else is extra. Now we're doing the work that it takes for everything else to look what it's gonna look like. I'm helping you see beyond the veil. I'm giving you the sight. So when he said to me, and then logic, and here's the thing. Let's talk about Michael Jordan, right? This nigga got this statue in Chicago. What does that statue represent? Greatness, right? His triumph. What he did to star, what he did in fucking basketball. That's what that shit represents. Now, here's the thing, and every artist understand this, and this is what my man did not understand. Like, he don't give a fuck if it's Jay-Z, whoever the fuck. These niggas, they understand what I'm about to tell you right now. When you are an artist, your art, see this video that I just made, or that I'm making now, after it's being published, it's gonna do what it does. It's going to translate as it's being translated. I mean, yes, it's still me, but I go about my way. The video is gonna go about his way. When these niggas does their music, it could have been in a good state of mind. That's why a lot of these niggas, like the Fugees, could come back and do Fuji shit that they did in 1997, 1996. Their creation took life on his own. That's why they understood the fruit of their labor. That was the fruit of niggas. This niggas. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to, nigga? So every artist, like even Denzel, his movie became a whole different character. Eddie Murphy also understood that shit. He experienced it, although he didn't label it that way. When he said, yo, I would go and foreigners would come to me, you the fuck you man, huh? Fuck you, man! Ha 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 ha! He's saying they don't understand what's taking place in America. I mean, I understand what he was saying by that too. But he also became the early version of what people around that time was afraid of speaking about. So in so many ways, he became the vessel of truth. Like, nigga, you thinking about it, you choose not to say it. That's why even his life is iconic. And I understand his energy is iconic. That's why even when he was talking about the nigga that was going at him, Bill Cosby. Like, who's the greatest dad now? Look at it. You see, that's when you got to start looking at things from a different perspective. This nigga was talking about the greatest dad. But the greatest dad now was talking about sucking dick and pussy. Who's the greatest dad? You tell me. You do your own assessment. My assessment, that's why for me, at a young age, I knew the difference. I knew the niggas that was talking, the niggas that was doing. And the niggas that are doing their talk is they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. That's how I always knew it was the nigga that sounded the best. You gotta be careful of. And the best, not by, because I sound good too though. Don't get it fucked up. Or other speakers who were walking that path too. Our ancestors sound good too. Jesus sounded good too, motherfucker. But Jesus was still Jesus though. So I don't want you to get it misconstrued here. But again, okay, let me dumb it down. Shit, I might have to do a part 3, nigga. Spirit's taking over this shit. But it is what it is. That's what it comes with. This is the message that's probably more needed, because that's the thing. When you tapping into certain shit, and then you seeing how relevant the shit is, as you talking about it, but also, I mean, this shit is needed. Listen, man, Spirit is doing his thing, baby. Let it rock, baby. We're gonna do part 3, and if we need to do part 4, part 5, 7, 8, that's how it's gonna be. That's what this shit's gonna be. You know what I mean? So let's check this shit out, man, because you know the ancestors been here too. You know, I gotta give them a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I knew I should have put the guitar. I mean, not the guitar. Maybe I gotta catch a vibe. You know what I'm saying? I gotta catch a vibe in a second, I guess. Or someone who plays the guitar is coming through here, man. Let's catch a vibe, niggas. Oh, it was telling me that this is such a vibe. I got it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I'm walking the line, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Johnny Walker around this bitch. The Johnny that walked that line with the Johnny Walker together. You can't stop it. Nigga, you wild. Mm. Mm-hmm. These motherfuckers are stepping through. I mean, they listen, their energy from the other day, man. Mm. I cannot, I mean, explain that shit like. But anyway, what the fuck are we talking about? Nigga, I'm really thinking I should, because you know, I got a few of them laying around. You know what I'm saying? I'm really thinking I should definitely get one, though. I don't know. Because we're catching a vibe. We're switching from this to that. Anyway, the historical Jesus doesn't fit you. That's why it's not helping you. Or the way your perspective of it is not helping you. You'll see guys who, let's just say, when you see, like Mike Tyson said, Muhammad Ali was his idol. But Mike Tyson did Mike Tyson though. What he's truly saying is how he was inspired to be himself. In other words, Mike, if I may, he see himself in motherfucking Mr. Muhammad Ali. And that's why he inspired to be his greatest self, to be the greatest fighter. You see, that's what I call a positive projection. And I talk about that too. You got to understand that about you. I know for me, it took me a minute until I found out who I was. There was a couple part of me I used to like about other people, not knowing that, you know, who would ever thought. And in so many ways, I had become that today. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Like, I understand why I loved Eddie Murphy. I mean, I'm not no motherfucking stand-up comedian. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I meant by me loving myself or knowing where I got to. But in terms of, you know, as I'm talking my spirituality and me enjoying what I'm talking about, and I'm doing it in I don't want to say, I mean, it may sound a little bit comedic, but it doesn't sound like that to me. or that's not. I could see if you're saying that, and I could tell you I love these guys, I love this, I love that. But to me, truly, really, their comedy was a truth. I'm going deeper with you. So you may even be right, but I'm telling you what I'm looking at. That's why I don't see it the way you're looking at it. But I can understand what you're saying. I get it. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, shit, turn the other cheek, baby. It goes beyond that, and that's what you see. That's what you're doing, even when you have your idol. It doesn't stop you from being who you are. It enhances. In fact, you use them to make yourself better. So that's what we do with statues. The statue now, it's not supposed, it's not, it was not built for you. So, but here's the thing, just like Michael Jordan's statue now has a life on his own. Just like a musician now who has an album, let's just say that came out like Bobby Brown with fucking Candy Rain. What shit he had in the beginning? Now this nigga now could go on tour. He's eating. That is the labor. That's the labor of his fruit. I mean, how do you? I mean, eating. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's eating from something he did. He created years ago. That became his tree. That's what's protecting him now. That's why some niggas may have some loyalty. That's what are you planting? See, these niggas, they understand the fruit of their labor. That's what I was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love, like, Fat Joe was having a conversation with White Clef, and then he told them, the Fugees, you sitting on gold. Because of what the Fugees represented, of what they did when they came out, and how much of an influence that they were, what they represented, whatever the fuck, they still had that juice. No matter where they go, that's what they are living. I mean, you're sitting on gold. I get what he was saying. I see you, Joe. But again, this is, I don't know what his belief is. He may believe in Jesus. That's why I'm trying to get you to be conscious. Look at something he said. That's like, isn't that life? Isn't that what you see in nature? So again, when you start looking at nature as you look at your life, that's how you become one with nature. Then now you understand the mental aspect of nature. It becomes that for you. Then nature now is no longer like nature now. I mean, you're no longer looking at nature like a motherfucker who's physically looking at nature and not understanding the mental nature. I mean, the mental aspect of nature. Does that make sense? And this is the part of nature that our ancestors were worshiping, nigga. That was the part of nature that our ancestors worship when we say we worship nature. It's not the tree like you're going to sit under it, although you may choose to do that too. But what we're saying is, if you choose to do that, you better believe there's more than that. In fact, if you don't know there's more than that, you sitting behind it, it's not going to do anything. I mean, shit, besides, maybe if there's some sun, nigga. But again, if the branches, it's not, you know what I'm saying, it's not how they're supposed to. I mean, it's not even going to give you some shade, nigga. If it's fertile, do you see where I'm going with you? No matter how you look at it, nature is all around you. So when you start to embrace that mental aspect of nature, but first you got to see it for your mental aspect of yourself. And that's what metaphysics is teaching you. The whole Masonic thing of being the Mason, this you being the handyman, you building your own house. What are you talking about? I'm saying? I'm true. I'm better of a Mason than the motherfucker who claimed to be Mason, who claimed to be Masonic. You're doing evil work, man. That's why you're going through what you're going through. And everything that you're going through because you did so much, it's just the beginning of it. It just, hey, listen, man. I want you to look at me every single step of the way until your eyes shut. And that means everything. You could look at it on all levels. It could be until you have the ability to look at me, let's just say behind this camera, in your fake account, or, you know what I'm saying, until you go to jail, there's no camera for you to look at. Or, you never know. If you got AIDS, you're sick. I'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? That part is gone. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna look at me that way for the rest of your life. I'm drinking to that. That was your sermon, dog. That was your eulogy. Everything you did, you're doing to yourself, man. Oh, you find the right one, man. Yo, this is the right radio station for you. This is the right frequency, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's the end, man. Like we say in Haiti, every little. Oh, going back to that door conversation though. You know what I'm saying? Now, come on, man. You don't do that. But anyway, let's just summarize real quick, guys, in terms of everything that we just said. Spirituality is your life. That deeper knowing is part of this reality. Because even the ancestors who ever wrote anything that they're saying or talking about is concerning this reality. All you're doing is waking up to it. So, do you see what I'm saying? That's why they're setting you free. They're helping you to see deeper. Out of the love, the kindness, but most importantly, the truth that they have become. Because that truth, they have to become that. When I write a book, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking about what I became. So that's self-expression. You know, I am the light, so I gotta shine. Even if you put me underneath water, you keep me under, I gotta shine. You can't stop it, dog. It's gonna shine so bright underneath the fucking soil. If that's where you choose to put me, that whole soil will be brightened. So when you look at other soils, you're like, there's something in there. And then they're all soil, but this soil where you put me underneath then, you're gonna sit regardless, nigga. Or you cannot stop the shine. This is bigger than you. All you're gonna do is burn yourself. That's all you could do. And that's all you did. That's all every single one of you did. Took yourself out. It's like, even if I wanted to feel bad for you, I can't. Like, I mean, well, shit. It wouldn't be fair to me. Well, that was your choice. And by the way, let me say this too. Like, anybody, let's just say, if you going through some shit, well, help yourself. But if you choose not to, I mean, what you want me to do? Because you committed suicide, you want me to kill myself too? Let's be honest here. Yeah, I feel it. But that's also your choice too. That's why one of my best emojis is this bitch. There's a bitch when you do that emoji right there. Yo, that's my shit, dog. Like, when niggas tell me some shit, I just go like, what the fuck? You want want me to do, bro? Wait a minute. You ate it? You ate poison, and you looking at me, you're waiting for me to die. You ate poison, you waiting for me to die. Well, look at me as you're gonna shut your eyes. I'm walking you every step of the way. How you want to look at it? All I'm doing here, I'm vocalizing what you did. That's why I'm the mirror. And that's your judgment, dog. What do I got to do with this, bro? So think about it this way. What if you didn't do none of what you did? Would you have gone through what you're going through? If you didn't forge no signatures, would the FBI follow you? And if you call on these niggas to follow me, well, guess what's gonna happen now? Do you see the fucking? I'm trying to get you to see the equation. Well, that's not the life that I'm living. Then now, of course, they're gonna follow me, and then they, based on what you told them, waste of their time. But let me tell these niggas, this is the best of your time, nigga. It's the best time you ever had, motherfuckers. I don't know what she talking about. I don't know what you were thinking about. Beauty is beauty, man. To the pure, all is pure. I'm gonna give you all something you've never seen before. Yeah, you see, I speak to the universe. I wouldn't be much of a speaker if I don't speak. Come on, man. I got a mouthful for everybody. That's what I do, man. If it doesn't pertain to you, don't worry about it. Get yours. You're fine. You see what I'm saying? Shit. Nigga. Shit. One of the greatest I ever lived, nigga. I ever lived. But anyway. And this is, and I'm trying to depict, all of those greatest, like the Princes, the Michael Jackson. Like, I love all those guys, and they were that in me. I was all these guys, and it's funny to me, and I love it to see how these niggas are, you know what I'm saying? Like when I told you these niggas are stepping through, I know what I know. And anybody too who didn't understand what was going through, I see when you tapping in. Oh yeah, I mean, let's just say some of the concerned parties will show up, depending on how they like. Listen, man, and there was a whole other talk about that too, but that's when you have to graduate first. Let's get you initiated first, and that initiation entails you now understanding there's more to you than your physical self. And there's gonna be a whole journey that's gonna take place. Don't worry about it. For now, we're trying to get you that initiated stage or initiating stage, and that's what that entails. So, and that's what I tell you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why this is just surface information, but deep at the same time. But there's a whole lot more where that came from. That's how you know when you know it. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Those are the credentials that I'm giving you. But anyway, just in case if you're missing out, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know, now you know. And if you don't know too, then you'll never know too. It's all of that. It's all of it. And then when it's time for you to know, it's all of it. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna do one behind the scene though. We're gonna get another one behind the scene, but that's gonna be a whole different conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because I could tell, you know what I'm saying, we need that. But anyway, for the sake of this conversation, we're gonna have a part two. But anyway, part three, I meant to say. So now you understand, and I was talking about the historical Jesus. Anything historically, anything that is, no matter how historical or no matter how new it is, that does not have a meaningful understanding or meaning into your life means nothing. I'll give you a perfect example. J.F. Kennedy, this nigga was tap in, right? When he said, it's not about what your country can do for you, but it's what can you do for your country. Isn't that, do you know why this shit is so much of a Jew? And that's why this was so powerful? Do you know why? And regardless on how or whatever you want to say, but that stone, that rock right there, that is the rock, that is the foundation of Christ. I'm not telling you to worship this nigga. I'm not telling you he was Christ. None of that shit. If anything, I'm trying to tell you wisdom is wisdom, regardless of where it comes from. You're looking at it sideways. Yeah, you're falling short. Meaning that statement does not have an actual meaning into your life. Because if it does, who it came from doesn't matter. If it does, you would understand what he said was more, there's more than what he just said. That was some Christ shit. Because ultimately what he's truly telling, no wonder why this nigga wanted to tell you what? The truth. Alright. Carry your cross, nigga. Oh fuck. Alright. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. That truth was now, I mean shit, when you talk about a country, who is the country? It's the people. You talk about the world, who is the world? The people. Well, you want a better world? See, people say it in different languages, but underneath it all, what they're telling you is, you are the creator. To achieve it, you must see it. So when the people who raised me, they were teaching me about, let's just say, envy and jealousy, they thought that was their inspiration. They worship idols, whereas their inspiration should have been them. Follow you. And as you do, then God, don't worry about God. Because God is already in the mix. Anything you were inspired for, you wanted to know, the urge that you had about, but you were doing you. God shit. God has his hand written all over it. Don't worry about God when you follow you, nigga. You late if you're gonna worry about God. God is already there. Trust me. Fuck me. Well, no Didi. Trust God, nigga. Go ahead and trust God. And I'm going to show you, you tell me, you show me where there was a man of God that didn't love himself. And then all the nigga did now is allowing God taking over him. But it start with the motherfucker who followed him. When Jesus was under that tree, oh, I don't want to go through this, but that is your shit. That was the nigga that know him. And that's the devotion the Hindu niggas are talking about. But what that entails, that's what I'm telling you, connect those stones. You need to connect those infinity stones if you want to rule the world. And that is you, by the way. I mean, of course, it comes with the world too. To change the frequency. You know what I'm saying? To let them know you were here. Oh, I'm making noises. Oh, people gonna know, nigga, I was in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I show in and show out in this bitch. Oh, you gonna know who the fuck I am, nigga. Because I know me and I know God. Shit. You call it what you like. Oh, come on, man. Yo, my team is the dream team, nigga. I got the dream team behind me. They try to attack me. They didn't know. Hey, Scotty, you didn't know. And here's the funny shit. Those are people I don't even know. And people I've never heard. Never heard, bro. Never said a shit bad about them. Regardless how bad I knew they were. If anything, bitch, you could do better. I know how bad you is. You could do better. And those are the people who conspired to throw rock at the sun. Don't worry, man, sir. The owner of the dog will deal with you. And that is the saying we say in Haiti, man. When you see a dog by itself, leave it alone, man. You don't know who the owner of that dog is. Yeah, the dog went out to work. Don't worry about it. Make sure you don't touch. This is John Wick, man. Oh, you don't know who that is? You fucked up, dude. You know, but here's the thing is, after you fucked up, it cannot be fixed. Because you got so many warnings. They told you no. Don't do it. No. You said, fuck it. See, you pass judgment on you. I want you to look at me. I'm taking you every single step of the way until you can no longer see me. I want you to look at me as Denzel. Go watch that movie. Do it for yourself. When Denzel was in that train, and then he said, 4, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? Or I should have said 5, 4, 3, 2. But anyway, you know, I gotta talk. I gotta talk to. I'm talking to a universe, baby. Take it easy on me. I mean, that message is in for you. I know what you're waiting for. I got you. And we're gonna have part 3, baby. But to summarize real quick, you know, historical Jesus, it's not gonna mean anything until it is practiced in your life. Until whatever he did have that's why people who are smart, I'll give you a perfect example. If I'm saying I'm being truthful right now, I'm not gonna do. Let's just say I'm a well. I was illegally adopted. Just so you guys know, I was given a certain age, so I don't really know. But based on the documentation that was given to me, I would be 42 years old, right? And I really don't know that part. I truly don't know. That's where I need some other confirmation in due time. Those confirmation will comes in due time. But what would matters the most is that I knew who I was, and of course, I do like to, I do want that part too. Just to make that realignment. But the realignment has already been made. In fact, it's gonna get to that because that realignment was already triggered. I'm eating from the fruit of my labors, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You can't tell me nothing. It will come in due time. But I needed to see what I needed to see for that to come together. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, the point that I was making here is that what was the point? Shit, because I was traveling for a second. Okay, so let's just do it this way, right? The way you operate, for instance, right? When you say to other people, we got to stop generational curse, right? What that means is the education that you had, the understanding that they were giving you, you have to have a better understanding of that. Where I was gonna go with this is to be present. There's a reason why when people say you have to stay in the presence. To be enlightened, you gotta remain in the present. So, being an 80s babies and then growing up in the 90s, right? Those are my experiences. I don't know the exact date, but those are my experiences. That part I know, right? I see the similarities in the 80s and the 90s. They were very similar, but yet they were not the same. I want you to understand that. What you did in the 80s, the beginning of 90s, and then with 90s and hip hop was not the same. For instance, when you look at sometimes what was the shit? Don't you push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I can't let's do all that shit, right? And then the 90s now, the shit was changing. What I'm trying to get you to see, I'm using music. That's just the same as the reality. Just like with the internet, you have niggas that are millionaire now just working online. You know what I'm saying? YouTube opened up or created a whole other reality that the 90s didn't have. Do you see what I'm saying? Even stock or trade took on a whole different levels. Even, I mean, shit, would I be conscious if I'm not conscious of that? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, there was a time where a lot of shit you may have to be, or may sound mystery to you. But guess what? Today, you could Google some shit. What am I saying? But now, here's the thing, too. Here's what I'm also saying. Now, just because you can Google everything, why is it that niggas are not smarter? Mm-hmm. Although there may be more people who are millionaire nowadays, that doesn't mean the generation is smarter. It's only mean, there's more people getting millionaires or becoming millionaires. You understand what I'm saying? And as, not to mention too, come on, man. Like, that's why you have more crimes too. Here's something else too. There's more opportunities, people are creating more crimes. Why is that? And more opportunities that comes with more opportunities, and there's going to be more crimes that are being created. For instance, crime used to be done physically, or theft. Now there's online thefts. You know what I'm saying? No matter how far you're gonna go, there's gonna be criminals gonna be everywhere, nigga. Why is that? Well, the truth is the truth. For instance, the things niggas are doing for money now, it's probably the same shit that niggas used to do for salt. Salt was money at one point. So who got the most salt? If you know somebody got some salt and you need more power, you need to buy something, what you gonna do, nigga? That's why thieves always existed back then, man. Cain and Abel and Cain and Abel. You hear the story? Jealousy and envy was always there. So no matter what the evolution is, that's why when you become knowledgeable, a knowledgeable person doesn't mean I know everything, but you understand the essence of how things work. And us true spiritualists, we are knowledgeable person or people. I want you to understand that. That's why I can't speak or approach you the way the 80s or the 90s was done. Like the way comedy's done now, niggas are doing sketches. Niggas are getting money online too, just doing skits, man. The fuck is you talking about? At one point you wanted to act. Well, niggas are acting by themselves now. And then with their popularities now, movies now want them at these niggas because of their fans. Do you see how this shit was working? I'm trying to tell you, man, the truth is for you to be present, to be smart, or to be even attaining your highest level of consciousness, that's what it takes. So when we talk about the past, the idea of talking about the past, it's not for you to live in the past. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you think if Tahuti is living today, he's not gonna know how to use a computer? The fuck? This nigga would Google the shit out of fucking Google and wake Tahuti up, nigga. But then that requires for you to know. I'm saying that to say, that's why the historical Christ means nothing. No shape and form. Now, if you want to talk about belief and then you're going to say all this shit about me, again, it's only going to reflect you. Because you don't understand your reality. That's why Jesus, even in the Bible, the example that Jesus was saying or referring to was the example that was around his time. A fisherman recognized another fisherman because people were fishing at that time. So if you're going to talk your truth, like there's a reason why people call revelation, and now when we get a revelation, we don't call it a revelation. We call it a download. I want you to understand the science. The mirror. I'm giving you the sight. Giving you the sight. So that's why when we talk about consciousness and true masters, we understand that. So the Egyptians made the best, they understood reality in the best of its essence. So for us now, you gotta understand reality in the best of its, I mean, that's why you gotta go, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be devoted, man. That's why the truth is the truth, and the truth will never change. But how it's being said will change. But if you get it, you get it. That's why even the wisdom that I'm telling you now is going to sound ancient and it's going to sound new. But I'm definitely giving you the key, though. I want you to see it for yourself. some people tell me I laugh just like